Hello everybody, Gamer Penny here, bringing you another episode of our Final Fantasy XIV online Let's Play, and we are back with Vesper. We're standing next to Elfino. We're going to continue on the main story quest today, so let's go ahead and talk to him. In spite of the obstacles we've faced, our plan proceeds apace. Just a little farther and we will reach the capital itself. Still, we mustn't get ahead of ourselves. As soon as the camp has been made fit for purpose, we are to discuss a course of action with Lucia. Would you mind asking Y'shtola and Graha to join us in that building to the northeast of the camp? Alice and I will meet you there. Of course. Where's Y'shtola? What are you doing standing here by yourself? Freezing? A meeting? Yes, I'll make my way over once my head has cleared. In truth, I've been feeling out of sorts since we arrived. The air is thick with a palpable aura of malevolence. 'Tis the monstrous tower on the horizon. Jagged, hideous, unholy. Even at this distance, its presence is overwhelming. Much like the sensation I felt in the Tower of Zot, only far more terrifying. Aether flows unceasingly towards it, converging into a swirling mass of unfathomable power. For a blessing, the constant chill in the air is helping to anchor my senses in the here and now. Tell the others I shall be with you in a few moments. Yeah, look at that thing. I wouldn't want to be anywhere near that. Graha. You will be pleased to know most of the tempered have been quartered inside in the nearby buildings and are receiving treatment as we speak. I do, however, feel no small amount of guilt for commandeering civilian homes. The occupants may be long gone, but everything is exactly as they left it. Considering the length of time that has clearly passed since, one would expect to find them ransacked. Strangely, there are no signs of anything having been stolen. It's possible that everyone fled at the first sign of trouble, though it seems to me that they left far too many useful possessions behind. Although there is no conclusive evidence, I strongly suspect they were tempered. Sorry, I was merely thinking aloud. You mentioned a meeting? I will make my way there. Okay, we need a new minion. Sorry, Warrior of Light. Who'd we get? Little Graha. Alright. Daenerys. Aha. Alright, Lucia. Thank you for informing the others of our meeting. When everyone is here, we will begin.
Our present situation is as follows. Efforts to aid the people of Garlemald have begun in earnest. Moreover, having entered into the capital, the Imperial Palace is within our reach.
But before we proceed further, we must learn what has befallen this city, for therein lies the key to understanding and combating the Telophoroid's designs.
I have a suggestion, if I may.
Okay.
Several of the Imperial soldiers we captured on the Magna Glaciers are members of the Populares and acquaintances of mine. Once we have cured them of their tempering, they should be able to give a reliable account of the events leading to the capital's downfall.
A promising idea. I will assist the healers and their ministrations. Of course, I will require a proxy of my own, assuming you can spare one.
Would you like a hand?
No, I am sure we will manage. Better that you take my place in the field. The noxious ether of this place disagrees with me, and as I shall need to draw on my own for the treatment, 'twill be prudent for me to remain within the camp.
This talk of curing the tempered is all well and good, but I reckon the cold is a more pressing concern. All the houses round here are fitted with ceruleum heaters that could keep us warm and toasty. Problem is the machines seem to have given up the ghost, and if we keep sitting around, freezing our asses off, we'll be next. My smiths reckon that with the right parts, they can have them working again, but it won't be easy.
Understood. The machinist will assist them in the repairs.
The rest of us should either stand watch or survey the area.
We've made our presence known to the Telothroi. They will be searching for us, if they have not already ascertained our position. That we have seen no sign of them since the battle suggests they have yet to do so. However, I suspect they may be biding their time.
Or perhaps we are beneath their notice.
I doubt it.
In any event, we'll find no answers standing around here. Urianger, Estinian and myself have visited Garlemald recently, so we'll lead the reconnaissance efforts. Perhaps bolstered by a few Bosnian and Dalmatian scouts from my previous excursion for good measure.
Don't forget about us Alamegans. We have experienced scouts of our own.
Well now, this is turning out to be a rather sizable team. With such numbers, we should be able to cover a wide area with relative ease, including that surrounding the Imperial Palace. How about you, Graha? I have a feeling we'll find a use or two for that vanishing spell of yours.
'Twould be my honor to be of service. Though I doubt that you of all people need rely on my tricks.
That leaves us with guard duty.
As a matter of fact, I have something else in mind for the two of you and Alphino. Between here and the center of the capital lies the Eblan Rime. I would have you search the area for survivors. Your keen sense of direction, honed in your extensive travels, should prove useful in navigating the ice fields.
You want to send us out there? Ice fields, I love ice fields. Wait, no I don't.
As ever, you do not want for enthusiasm. But given your experience traipsing about through Kurthus, I should be surprised if you let a little inclement weather dampen your redoubtable spirits. And even if that were the case, the promise of hot soup upon your return would surely spur you to action.
All right, I'll do it for the soup.
You all have your duties. Let us make haste. May the Fury bless and keep you.
All right. We'll go try to look for some survivors. LSA? Gods be good. If it's this cold with Tatara's clothing, I dread to think how we'd fare without it. Must remember to thank her then when next we meet. It makes me realize too that while the people of Garlemald have spent their whole lives in conditions like these, even they'd be hard-pressed to survive away from the warmth of their homes. If there are any survivors, we must find them, and quickly. Emmanuel. What ho, chums? Been given something to do, have you? As it happens, I too have been ordered to make myself useful. Sounds like a rather tall order. I love her sass. Since you ask, we're to scour the Eblan Rime for survivors. What? Wander around ice fields on the off chance you'll find someone. You'd take forever to finish the job without the benefit of my expertise, or more specifically, my telescope. Come, friends, I know just a spot to begin our search. I'll probably regret this, but we may as well humor him. He ran off this way. Is there any blue plus sign? What about 114 to the east? That's this way. Ah, I see it. Right there. Hunt train. Okay. Manolane. What do you see? I spy with my little telescope a massive sheep thing? Or maybe it's a cow. Not what we're after either way. Is that an aether current? Oh no, just a wind sprite. Other than that, it's all snow, snow, snow. But lo, what do I see o'er yon hillock? There's no mistaking it. That's a girl. A survivor? Show me. Over there, behind that tree. It looks like she's running away from something. Though, surely not us. She wouldn't even know we're here unless she had a telescope like mine. All I can tell is that she's wearing a pale green dress, a rather fetching one at that. She'll be long gone by the time we get anywhere near, but we should be able to follow her footprints. I'll let Lucia know where you're headed. Oh, and take these warming tinctures with you. The poor girl must be chilled to the bone, and if not on the verge of freezing to death. That's actually very thoughtful. Thank you. But won't you need some for yourself? No, I'll be fine. As a man of chivalry, my honor demands I do no less. And lest we forget, the very reason we are here is to protect those in need. Now go, and Godspeed. Bye, Manolane. You know, sometimes he's decent. Hello, friend. Tony Chavez. Footprints in the snow. Leads east. $273 to the north. 2 trains. A fate train and a hunt train. Speak with Alice. We're getting closer. I'm sure of it. At first, we thought she'd gone inside the building, but the door doesn't look to have been opened in some time. She might still be nearby, so we'll keep looking around here. Then again, it's also possible that she ran right past this place. Would you mind searching up ahead? Any girls in green dresses around here? Oh, I see her. Right there. The girl in the green dress anxiously surveys her surroundings. Were you to call out to her from this distance, it might attract wild beasts to your location. Be safer to get closer first, but you must do so without drawing her attention. Oh, I remember now, Endwalker. Follow the girl from a safe distance. You failed if you get too close. You failed if you get caught. Endwalker introduced this type of quest. Oh. Let me keep it behind you. No one here but us chickens. So far, so good. nowhere to hide. I'm out in the open. I don't like it. Let me get behind the tree. Someone there? No, no one's home. Must be imagining things. Wait for me. There's a quest in Garlemald that's like this that plays dirty, and I hate it. Better catch my breath. No one here. Those beasts spot me, I'm done for. I hope my luck holds. Got to keep going. They're all depending on me. Just a little farther. Who are you? Stay away. What? That was dirty. God dang it. Oh, what a fitting mount. That was dirty. It played dirty to me, man. Alright, let's try this again. Hide. Scroll out. Don't. Let me get behind this tree. I don't know why I'm so nervous. No one's here. Keep walking. The hunt train must be going overhead. It's not this that she turned around twice, right? The next one. Hope my luck holds. final spurt. Aha! We've done it. Girl in green. Duty complete. Phew, still in one piece. Found you. I stalked you. That is kind of creepy. Like, why wouldn't we just call out to her a little bit? Who are you? Stay back. This house is packed with explosives. Take another step and I'll blow this place sky high. Please, we just want to talk. I'm Elfino. This is my sister Alice and our good friend Vesper. We have no intention of hurting or taking anything from you or anyone else. I give you my word. We and our comrades have come to provide aid to the people of Garlemald. Aid? You savages are the ones responsible for all of this. You did this to us. We didn't, I promise you. One of the other reasons we came was to find out what happened here, in fact. The Telafari are the ones to blame. They're the ones who laid waste to Garlemald, and they won't stop until they've destroyed the entire world. They're the enemy, our enemy. On our way, we encountered Imperial soldiers who have been made their thralls. Those poor souls are now in our care, and we are striving to cure them of their affliction. You're the first person we've met who wasn't already enslaved. How were you able to escape the Telafari's influence? Are there any others like you? I'm sorry, I don't mean to overwhelm you. Let's start with introductions. Can you tell me your name? My name's Lucinia. As for how I've managed to stay sane, I've been asking myself the same question. Ever since that night, and the roar, that terrible roar, and then the screams. I was screaming too, I think. I'm not sure, I can't remember. Then came the silence. Everything was still. It was like waking up from a nightmare. I thought that maybe the fighting had stopped, so I stepped outside. If your hells are real, I saw one that day. I ran past friends, people I'd known all my life, eyes vacant, dead, staring at the sky. Others were mad and violent. I saw them struggle with soldiers, but didn't stay to watch. I fled as far as my legs would take me. You have family here. Is this their home? No, this is Victor Spoils, a mansion for retired soldiers. Or it was, but now me and a few others are, borrowing it. As for the explosives, I was making that up. I just wanted to keep everyone else safe, and I didn't know if you were... The truth is our supplies are running low. You said you're here to help. Can you? Of course, whatever assistance we can provide, we will. Thank you. I'd better tell the others first, though. Wait here. This is everyone. Lucinia says you can be trusted, but these are desperate times. We'd be fools to let foreign troops into our home. Having said that, were you to provide us with the means of heating the place, as a sign of goodwill, perhaps we could take your word. If that is too much to ask, then leave us be. Time to put my firewood gathering skills to use. Could you provide the spark with a little magic, Alice? We'll have a fire burning in no time. May we build it under the gazebo? The what? Oh, you mean the bower. Yes, yes, do as you will. You okay, Lucinia? All right. We're gonna get 525 legs. Are they gonna be better than what we have on? Sorry, I'm still finding it hard to come to terms with all that's happened. Now that you're here, though, I'm hoping things might change for the better. You know, I've worked up quite a sweat from all that running about, so I'll leave space around the fire for the others. As you can tell, they're in a far worse state than me. We were planning to look for somewhere warmer or with more food, but they're not going anywhere until we nurse them back to health, which I don't know how to do. Is there anything you can do to help them? Sure, we can help. I can treat their frostbite and their wounds, but it will take time for the fire to do its work. Now would be a good occasion to make use of Amanoline's tinctures, the ones that can warm the body from the inside out. Would you make sure everyone gets one? The numbness is beginning to subside, though I suspect once the fire dies, it will return with a vengeance. Warming tincture? Never heard of such a thing. No harm in trying. But tell me, have you heard aught of the city? Though calling it that seems absurd after what's happened, it's nothing but ruins now. The few buildings still standing offer no more than meager protection from wind and snow. Food production, water purification, the magitech that sustained us has come to a grinding halt. What machina that remains operational cannot be run for lack of ceruleum. Of course, Cerulia Ingens is full of the stuff for all the good it does us. No one here knows the first thing about extraction or refinement. All is well, yes, never better. Oh, what sweet libation is this? Is it poison by any chance? Haha, 'twas a joke, a joke. Ha ha ha. If I laugh, 'tis that I may not weep, so said the poet. And alas, my tears would freeze on my cheek ere they fell. We are the blessed damned to bear witness to the fall of the great empire while our brethren lie dead, or live on as puppets of flesh. First came the war, then came the roar. When morning came, Garlemald was no more. In a cacophony of gunfire, explosions, and screams was our beloved capital razed to the ground. From the rubble rose the disheveled remnants, their lavish finery caked in ash as they shuffled mindlessly towards the palace. Each bearing a fragment of stone or metal, an offering perhaps to the architect of our destruction. A hopeful few tried to reason with the deranged, only to be beaten for their kindness. But I knew better than to plead with the horde. I fled with my health, if not my conscience preserved. Now I wait with my fellow cowards for our final judgment. Dang, dude. What do you want? A tincture. May as well drink it, I suppose. This? It's a radio. You don't have them where you come from, I take it? We use them to listen to messages sent by others, or even over great distances. There are different types, but this model is by far the most popular. Made with quality components crafted from the finest ore. Sourced from Locus among us, it is. Not all that useful since the capital fell into ruin. The people at the broadcasting station must have either fled or ended up like the others, because all we've been hearing is the same music, being played over and over again. Home beyond the horizon, an ode to the brave men and women sent to reclaim our ancestral homeland of Locus Amanus. We may have founded an empire in these frozen wastes, but we always hope to take back what was once ours. It is a solemn reminder that though we must suffer great hardship, better days will surely come. Despite everything, I believe that Emperor Varus yet lives, and that he speaks to us through our radios. It was a cunning strategy faking his murder. He must have foreseen this catastrophe and chosen to conceal himself that he may one day make his triumphant return. Yes, I'm sure of it. Emperor Varus would not be defeated so easily. Poor guy. Bum, 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 bum. What's that? So this is what you gave the others. Thank you, I'll save it for later. Actually, I have a few things to ask you. Are you part of the group staying in Laterum? I saw Legatus Vergilia's troops headed towards the Magna Glacies a few days ago. Are they the ones you encountered? Camp Broken Glass, you call it. And Vergilia and her men are there now. So how did you reach the Magna Glacies? Did you cross the mountains on foot? Airships. Then there might be a way to... Licinia? Where is everyone? Is something the matter? A voice from inside, you say? You must be imagining things. Everyone's out here. Perhaps a baby Almasty has found its way into the house. It wouldn't be the first time. Without the soldiers to scare them off, wild animals have been roaming closer to the settlements. Some have been known to attack people, too. I've just had an idea. If you and yours are strong enough to defeat a Legatus, then surely a few beasts shouldn't pose a threat. If you have a mind to continue helping us, perhaps you could head to the other side of the lake. There's a small group of trappers living there. People whose job was to extract ceruleum. They still do, from what we can tell. I've already tried asking if they would share their fuel with us, but they're not willing to give it away. They want food in exchange. Lots of food. That's something we don't have and can't get on our own. On top of that, to even reach their den, we'd have to make our way past all those creatures. Would you be willing to go in our place? We only need enough ceruleum to last until the others are strong enough to travel to your camp. If the offer still stands, that is. Oh, and I don't expect you to give up your own supplies, but there might be another way to pay the trappers. If it's ceruleum you need, then ceruleum you shall have. Thank you so much. To reach Tapper's Den, you'll have to cross the lake. The ice is thick enough to support a person's weight, but if you'd rather not take the risk, you'll need to take the long way around. Finding the entrance can be a bit tricky too, so it's easier to just look for someone standing guard outside. However you decide to head there, please be careful. Okay. Speak with the burly trapper. Or burly tapper. We don't want to take him on the ice. Okay, we'll do this little one. Alright. Is there... Aether currents around? To the south? That's where we're headed. Dang it. I wanted to get up on top of that thing. I have a feeling that's where the Aether current's gonna be. Can I not get on top of this? Dang it. I wanted to jump on... Oh, okay, we'll just... If we see it's on top of it, we'll try to get it back over there. Southeast? I knew it. Okay. We've got to try to get it. Bum, 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 bum. No, oh, that's what an Almasty is. It's a Yeti. Okay, what if I... over right here. Ah. Alright, don't slip off this thing. I knew they'd put it up here. What are all those things? The fate. Okay. I don't want that one. Sure, we'll take our egg. Ooh, another one up here. Early Tapper. Who goes there? How did you find us? What do you mean I stand out like a sore thumb? If the purebloods over at Victor Spoils hadn't given away our location, you'd never have found us. Those stuck-up arseholes thought they could come waltzing in here demanding ceruleum with nothing to offer in return. Ha! Looks like the boot's on the other foot now the capital's gone to shite. So they've resorted to sending you to negotiate. I know your game, sellsword. They think we'll give in to intimidation. They've got another think coming. What? They want to fight you? Is the term they've got another think coming rather than they've got another thing coming? I never knew that. Well, let's try our new spell. I love it. There we go. Am I dead yet? Hey, Jarek. There you are. Just after you left, Licinia asked me to go and catch up with you, in case you needed a hand. Someone must have let slip that I have a little experience in transporting barrels of ceruleum. So this is Tapper's Den. Well then, after you. Who are you? What happened to the guards? I beat him up. The Orzians and rebels here to save the people of Garlemald. That doesn't make any goddamn sense. Why in the hells would you pass up this chance to put those Imperial bastards to the sword? Let me guess, none of you are Garlean. You were brought here from other lands. Giribania, Yancha, Boja, Dalmasca, to name but a few. Some dragged here against our will, others fed bullocks about a better life, all put to work extracting ceruleum. All given the esteemed title of An, placing us firmly in the bottom run of the ladder. But the old hierarchy means nothing in the new Garlemald, says we. About the only thing that's escaped more or less unscathed is Cerulia Ingens, still sustaining us even with our paymasters out of the picture. We hear you're experts in drawing up ceruleum from the bottom of the lake. But how can you do that if it's frozen over? Ha! Wouldn't you like to know? Trade secrets, I'm afraid. At any rate, it's not as if the ceruleum is used for much these days, what with the city in ruins. We take enough to power our heaters and save the surplus for later. And though it helps stave off the cold, it does sod all about our hunger unless we can trade it away. Speaking of which, be sure to tell your contingent we've got ceruleum by the barrel full. If they're interested, we'll exchange it for whatever provisions they're willing to spare. We can certainly ask, but if you're all free to go now, why carry on living here? Free to go? Go where? Even if we managed to get back to our homelands, there'd be nothing left for us thanks to the Empire, and the knowledge of skills we acquired working here would be practically useless outside of Garlemald. So we're staying for the time being. As long as there's a need for ceruleum, we'll find a way to get by, even if Garlemald, as we knew it, is gone for good. Gone for good. Regardless of what Ilsabard contingent does for the people of Garlemald, the Empire itself is already a thing of the past. For many, that would be a cause for celebration, while for others, their whole way of life will have been turned upside down. After all the atrocities committed in the Empire's name, perhaps it is for the best that is consigned to history. But what of the ordinary people, their lives, their stories? Should they be forgotten too? I suppose there will be plenty of time to ponder that later. For now, let's see about getting some ceruleum. Alright, can I wear those legs? Use. We didn't need this, right? No, we didn't. Put this on. Whip. So, you've come seeking ceruleum, have you? What? Those purebloods up at Victor Spoils sent you? To turn to their enemies for help. They must be more desperate than I'd thought. Then again, Licinia's got her little sister to think about. Sister? But we only saw Licinia and 3 men. It's possible she died from whatever was ailing her. If she needed a treatment, I doubt there'd be any way to get it around here. I may have refused Licinia at first, thinking she'd come back with something to exchange, but I can spare them a bottle's worth of ceruleum. Consider it a reward for introducing me to the rest of your contingent. Be sure to send them our way, you hear? I can't for the life of me think why Licinia would keep her sister a secret from us. We can ask about that after we've delivered the ceruleum. Come on, let's hurry back. Alright, see ya, Jarek. We don't want to take big old behemoth out on the frozen ice. Oh, perfect. do, 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 do. 474 to the north. No. Ilsbardian Tursus. This has to be one of my favorite mounts. The northwest. Do we see it at all? The west. The south. Ah, there it is. There we go. Alright, now we can stay on Behemoth, that's fine. Well, I have a problem with the larger the mount, the slower it feels like we're going. Runaway train. This isn't right. It's too quiet. I would have thought Elfino would still be treating them by the fire, but they're nowhere to be seen. I'll look inside the house while you search outside. They can't have gone far. Uh-oh. Well, where's Elfino? What am I supposed to find here? Oh, Elfino. You okay? They asked me to help carry supplies. When I followed them back here, they attacked me. Caught me off guard, forced me to defend myself. I fear they fared rather worse than me. You can't fool us. We know what you're about. Vultures, that's what you are. Waiting in the wings for us to show weakness, then in you swoop. Here to help? What a rot. All a ploy to make us lower our guard. Let you in, put ourselves at your mercy, put us in chains, steal our lands, get your revenge. You're wrong. That's not what any of us want. Save the arguments for later. We've got bigger problems. I found empty medicine bottles on a bed that was still warm. It's true, Licinia was hiding her sick sister inside the house. But now, there's no sign of either of them. Where are they? Where did they go? Away from you and yours, and if you think I'll tell you, you're a fool. I'd never give up my people. We're trying to help them, you idiot. Her sister's ill. The empty bottles prove it. So the medicine ran out, or she put it in her pockets to make it easier to carry. Or to avoid the sound of clinking glass. There are beasts everywhere. How could you let them go alone? To protect them from you. You invade our homeland, taint it with the same sorcery used to slay our countrymen. A Garlean should sooner die than suffer the insult. Better for them to flee, keep their purity intact, than be corrupted by your vile magics. We were waiting for a chance to free them since the moment you arrived. This is getting us nowhere. I cannot say how Licinia and her sister will react when we find them, but find them we must. Go on without me, both of you. I first need to tend to my injuries, and theirs. I will join you in the search after. Alright, be careful. We'll do our best to find them quickly. There's only one path out of here, so that's where we'll start. Man. Forgot how dark this quest was. Two sets of fresh footprints. Young women, judging by the size. This is definitely them. Come on. Ooh. Ooh. Bonked our head. The trail stops at the frozen lake. Perhaps they chose this route so as not to leave footprints. Can't think of any other reason. Look at this place. It's crawling with beasts, and I can only imagine how hard it must be for her ailing sister to cross the ice. We could really do with Elfino's help, but we can't afford to wait for him. Let's split up and look for clues. It could be anywhere. Do, 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 do. Aha. Fresh blood. Blood staining the snow appears to be fresh, judging by the amount the victim may have been severely wounded. The trail of blood leads southeastwards. Valentina. The two bodies are already cold. Oh.
Blood trail. We found one. They were attacked. No.
Oh.
Why wouldn't they?
Safer to brave the wilds than trust in our magic. We should have... I should have...
You guys, there is nothing that you could have done.
We can't leave them like this. We have to take them home.
What if we're only making it worse?
Maybe we don't belong here, but neither do they. Not out here in the wind and the cold.
I would bury them here, though. I wouldn't take them back.
I heard the story about Varus's voice from beyond the grave. Of course, I didn't believe it, but Licinia and her sister did. Perhaps there is something to the tale after all. I want to understand, so I'm going to borrow this for a while, if that's all right. You had every reason not to trust us. We came as trespassers, invaders. But I pray that in time, we will be more than that to you, that we will find a way to help your loved ones, and see that no more children are left to freeze alone in the snow.
Ooh, Endwalker. Let's talk to Alice. There must have been something we could have done. But what? Should we have never come here? Would they still be alive if we hadn't? Alright. after that grim tale, we're going to go ahead and end the episode here. And guys, the Endwalker tears have just started. So, I forgot how dark this quest was, but yeah, it got me, choked me up a little bit. But yeah, so we'll continue in the next episode with the main story and keep going. I'm going to try to get the flying unlocked in this zone, so we might do some Aether Current hunts, but other than that, we're just going to continue the main story quest. So guys, I want to thank you so much for all of your support on this series. If you do want to see more of the Final Fantasy XIV online Let's Play, make sure to leave a like or subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time. Alright, bye-bye everyone.